Good evening.
Some to lose weight. Some to go down in history. Some to make their mothers proud. Some to feel part of something. Whatever medal you're striving to win, effort will always be the main adversary to beat. New Formula Gatorade, with no artificial colorings and sweeteners, helps you overcome effort. Gatorade works naturally.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Sports Desk. Joining me in my studio this evening, you know, my co-host, and no other than Paul on the ball, Hewlett. Good evening, Paul. Welcome to all.
Good evening, Carl. Great to be here and great to be with you, Carl, as always.
As always, you know sports is our thing. And,
we have a marriage made in heaven.
Well, of course, tonight, guys, we're talking sports. We're expecting some guests in our studio a little later on. We're going to be talking about the horse racing that we just had, the first leg of
Triple Crown.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know there were a lot of predictions. Paul and myself and Pico had some predictions, and we'll go right through it real quickly. Paul, what was your prediction for race one?
Race one, we predicted that it was going to be Quarter Pizza Chelito in race one. That was it. We all three of us agreed on that.
And
the winner is?
Of course, the winner was
Walk the Tiger.
Walk the Tiger.
Walk the Tiger was in race one, so that was certainly a
bad choice.
We all got it. Well, Pico should be here tonight really to really take the heat because he kept on picking and we were copying him. I don't know how he managed to get away.
Now, if you guys are just joining us, like I said, our numbers to call is 541-6708. If you want to text us, it's the same number, 541-6078. If you're joining us on the web,
www.jtvlive.net.
Yes. And on race two, Paul, as we go along on our choices, who do we have?
Well, we actually chose Good Boy Daddy in race two.
Yeah, because that was a homeboy.
It was a homeboy. Who won, Carl?
Well, good question. Isn't it drink at last call? I think it's
drink at last call.
My pick is off, guys, and if you were there, you could
correct it. But I think it was drink at last call. I think it was last call. For race two. People should have been here to correct it.
Yes, and
I think it was drink at last call. Yeah.
As we're going through,
he was on his debut. He actually, I think he debuted on one. Yeah, that's correct.
Right, and that's the one from St. Croix.
Correct.
Yes, and. Race 3, we had 5 horses, Glorious Memory, Orinthia, True Essence.
Well, they were, I think it was a scratch in there. Right. Yes.
Our pick was what?
Our pick in that race was Glorious Memory.
Yes.
But he didn't run that well. And in fact, it was, Mares and Fillies. It was Blake's Lucky Penny, if memory serves me right, that won that race. So again, we were off on that one.
We were almost off on everything.
Well, to date, we hadn't gotten anything right up to this point. So don't put your money on anything that Pico or Carl pick.
Well, of course, on the next race, that was a straightforward race. We figured Broken Home would win that one.
Well, no, we chose Kundan. We all picked Kundan, Carl.
You did pick.
No, so did you. No, I have it here written down.
But of course,
this is why I write things down.
Broken Home wasn't selected when he was picking, was it?
The Broken Home was already, the change had already been made before.
But how can we make a big mistake like that, Paul? How can you?
Well, we all went for Kundan. All three of us went for Kundan.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And we all felt that Kundan had won his last 3 races back to back. And as Pico rightly said, that we don't see him losing. And Broken Home had not been running well. I mean, he hadn't won he's a Class A horse, but he hadn't won in the Class A for quite a while. And he's just on his way back, so no one felt that he was going to get there. But as it happens, he did get there and ran a pretty good race.
Now we have the feature race on tape, so we're going to show the feature race before we.
Sure, let's have a look at the feature race. If the producer is ready for us, let's have a look at the feature race.
Yes, we'll be looking at the feature race of the day.
Well,
they're all in line. We're good to go. on the break. Gate bus and they're running. 4 start for Sweet Sight. Gato Paso, as expected, gets to the front. Gato Paso opens up a 1-length advantage into the turn. Really Uptown running in second position. Good Prospecting in third. Sweet Sight bringing up the rear. The gap is 5 from front to back. Really Uptown not happy at the back of the pack. So Really Uptown now goes towards the front. Really Uptown opens up 3/4 of a length on Gato Paso. It's approximately 4 where you can find Good Prospecting and Sweet Sight. They ran the opening quarter in 23 and 3. It is Really Uptown in the middle of the turn leading by 1. At the top of the turn it is Really Uptown and Alberto Soto. Gato Paso in alongside the rail still chasing. Really Uptown running easy on the front end now opens up by 2. Really Uptown as they pass the wire for the first time when it means nothing leading by 2.5. Running in second is Gato Paso. They ran the first half in 48 and 1. It is Really Uptown now opening up by 3. Gato Paso was running 3.5. Good Prospect is starting to move. Really Uptown starts to gather some more. Really Uptown is stretching out. Really Uptown opens up by 6. Really Uptown opens up by 7. Gato Paso is done with it. Running in third. Good Prospecting and Sweet Sight. They're running in 1:15 and 3. Good goodness, this horse is a beast. Really Uptown is really running away. At the top of the turn, Jet Blue is cleared for takeoff. Jet Blue, Really Uptown running for fun. It's a comedy act. Really Uptown.
Yes, Carl. It's a comedy act. JetBlue ready for takeoff.
And there you have it, guys. That was, Paul, I must say, that was something like, what, 15, 20 horse lengths?
Well, you know the funny.
It's almost,
Well, the funny thing about it is that people were making comments after the race that it was a waste of time, no point going, no point watching it, because Really Uptown won by so far of a length. Remember that it is a Triple Crown. There are 2 more races to go. St. Thomas, both St. Thomas and St. Croix can decide to pull out the 2 horses that ran and put 2 different horses in. St. Croix didn't have, the one horse that they had, they didn't really represent at all. So more than likely St. Croix are going to pull those 2 horses out and put 2 new horses in. St. Thomas can also change Sweet Sight to whoever they want and put in new horses. So it's going to be...
but they wouldn't win the Triple Crown because...
Well, only one horse
they haven't
can
done-
win the Triple
right,
Crown.
They haven't done the first leg.
But that's the point I'm making, that for us here in the BVI, we are the only ones that have a vested interest in the Triple Crown now. We are the only ones, but the USVI are going to want
To beat us.
just to stop it from winning.
Right.
In other words, and they know they can't win the Triple Crown, but their attitude is going to be, if we can't win it, they mustn't win it either.
Right.
Because they don't want another expectation. That's the bottom line. That's their mentality.
Now, guys, if you're joining us, our numbers to call is 541-6708 if you want to join in with us. If you want to send us a text, it's also the same number, 541-6708. Oh, we have a text number, a new text
We do
number
now,
now.
okay.
It's 541-6709.
6709.
So it's 6708 if you want to call and 6709 if you
9
want
for
to
the
text.
text. Okay, let's make a note of that. The producer.
Yes, he just
Great.
corrected us.
Good.
6709 for
Yeah,
texting,
text,
okay?
right. And
No, as I was saying, Paul,
Yes,
I mean,
go ahead.
they can't stop us. As you
No.
can see, I thought expectation was a horse, but this one is, oh man, this one has wings.
I would have enjoyed for Pico to be here tonight to hear his synopsis of the whole race, but I could imagine him basically saying that the horse is unstoppable, that it's another expectation.
It is. But I mean, even if Slevin was in this race, I mean, from the last race that we saw with Slevin, it wouldn't have made a difference.
Well, when I interviewed Bobo Bates, and many of you were fortunate enough to catch it on air, the interview I did with him, although he was telling me he was coming back and all this sort of stuff, I didn't feel confident that he would. When I looked in his eyes, I didn't feel that he was genuine with his desire to return. And having lost so badly to Really Uptown in the second race, after just being winning by a nose in the first race, I think he realized that this horse, whether it's a 7 furlongs, a mile, or mile and 1/16th, he realized that Really Uptown is the real deal.
Yes.
And in fact, if you listen to the commentator at the end of the race, after talking about JetBlue and all this sort of stuff, and he then mentioned one thing at the very end, and what he said was, we no need to shop, because this commentator is actually from the USVI, and he mentioned this word, shop. He says we have to shop. And that is the mentality of the USVI. That's the mentality they used to have when ACT kept on beating. In my estimation, that's the reason why we struggled year after year to get the Triple Crown to go ahead, because ACT for many years was unstoppable, would have been unbeatable. And now we're seeing it again in Really Uptown, and the St. Thomas don't want to shop. But you have to understand that the rules state, Carl, plain and simple, and they're very clear with the rules this time around. What I call the Bud Wright syndrome cannot happen. The rules state that a new horse cannot enter the race. Understand what I'm saying? In other words, you can't go and shop, bring a new horse from overseas, from the US or from wherever, and add him into the race.
But
those horses must already be here in the Virgin Islands and be registered.
Okay, so if,
as substitutions.
So the horse doesn't have to run in all different areas in order to be. Just once it's here and it's
once he's here and he's been competing in either in the Virgin Islands or in the United States Virgin Islands. Okay. Either one, he qualifies.
Okay, so what is your predictions for the next leg? Do you think they're going to stick somebody new in there?
Absolutely. I think both the USVI, the talk is that Twisted Dreams, everybody felt that Twisted Dreams would have given him a better race. The challenge with Twisted Dreams is that he gives a lot of trouble to go into the gate. In the USVI, they seem to do a better job at present getting him into the gate for whatever it is that they do. We need to probably look and see what it is that they do,
but do you think Twisted Dreams is really a challenge based on what you just said? No,
that's what I'm saying. So I just think Twisted Dreams will just make it more competitive, because he won't lose by 15 horse lengths.
But Twisted Dream wasn't in this race?
No, he scratched.
Oh, he did?
Yes, Twisted Dream scratched.
Okay, so...
Yeah, it's Sweet Sights who ran.
Oh, right, you're correct. So we're hoping to see Twisted Dream in the next leg of it.
In the next leg, but I suspect that both St. Thomas and St. Croix are going to, in St. Croix in particular, are going to have two new horses in the race. Slevin, I'm pretty sure is going to return, because he's home in St. Croix, right? And that's the reason, that's one of the reasons why Bobo Base rested his horse. He rested his horse basically because he didn't want his horse to overexert himself, and he wants his horse to be fresh and ready. In his estimation, when he spoke, he made the point that when we spoke afterwards, that his horse needed some rest, and he felt that his horse had gotten a scratch in the gate or something like that, and it had hurt his leg or something nothing serious, but he just felt his horse had overrun and needed some rest.
So we're expecting a better showing in the second leg?
We certainly are.
Okay.
From Slevin, for sure.
Right.
But I don't see any difference as far as having a look at Really Uptown, and I don't care whether it's St. Thomas or St. Croix.
Let me ask you, talking about resting, do you think that Really Uptown needs a rest? Do you think he's at his peak right now? Or?
I don't think Really Uptown ran very hard in that race. If you look at the race, the jockey didn't hit him.
Exactly. Basically, he was just
And now he has 4 weeks to rest. 4 weeks is enough for any horse to rest. And that's one of the arguments that the St. Thomas and St. Croix Association had, why they didn't want us to run a week later, which I thought didn't work in our favor, because all of our local people weren't able to get their paychecks and were happy to come to the races, right? But St. Thomas had put the screws on. This is what they want, and so we as we do in the Virgin Islands, we oblige them.
Okay, and guys, like I said, if you're just checking in, we're just showing a feature race of the day, which was between Really Uptown, the first leg of the Triple Crown. And coming up, we're going to have a guest in the studio. We're going to be talking some softball, baseball. We have that crew in here. And we're going to talk a little bit more about track meet that's coming up next week, Friday.
Yes, it's not me coming next Friday.
Paul will give us an update on that.
Oh,
and if you just joined us, like I said, you want to interject in our conversation, our numbers to call is 541-6708 if you want to phone us. If you want to text us, it's 541-6709. And those are new numbers. We want to thank Lime for coming on board with us. And also we want to thank some of our sponsors, Paul.
Sure. Let's thank Speedy's, Road on Wholesale for Gatorade, of course, and the Play to Win, who are going to be here next week. Did I miss anyone?
Play to Win, Speedy's,
and Lime, yeah.
Okay, good. I'm just checking to see if you're on the
I'm on the ball.
Like I said, we're just joining us. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with a crew that's coming in. So stick and stay. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be talking sports in a minute.
Efforts.
Gatorade Gatorade Lab Test 01 Prime Trial Number 10. Fuel training. Trigger muscle response. Ignite. Gatorade Prime, part of the G Series.
Gatorade is distributed in the BVI by Road Town Wholesale.
Speedies, the ultimate way to travel in and around the Virgin Islands. We offer daily ferry services between Virgin Gorda and Tortola and St. Thomas on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Speedies also offer 3 daily services from Trellis Bay, Beef Island, including a 10:30 p.m. convenient late run from Virgin Gorda. Explore paradise in Virgin Gorda with car rentals, deep sea fishing, private charters, and taxi services with free pickup offer. Don't settle for anything less. When thinking of travel in the Virgin Islands by land or sea, think Speedies. Full air-conditioned cabins and a well-stocked bar. For more information, call 495-5235 or 495-5204.
I'm Kirk Adams, singer, songwriter, producer. Communication is key for me, so I depend on my Lime service to help me make it happen. My Lime BVI value plan gives me unlimited local calls to Lime mobile and landline, 2,000 minutes to call third-party networks on island, 250 megabytes of 4G data. Plus, I get 650 minutes to call USA, Canada, USVI, Puerto Rico, and UK landlines. The all-new BVI value plan for just $99 per month. Sign up today and unlock additional savings on your choice of select superhero handsets from the BVI's leading 4G network. Lime. Value every moment.
If you're repping the VI, let them know it's not the
For many, investing in a computer is a family affair, and we want to make sure that everyone is happy. Look for the place with dependable name brands you know and all the accessories you need to go. Let me introduce you to Sahid Electronics and Accessories. Located in the Road Town, Tortola, we have the latest in laptop computers, cell phones from Sony, Motorola, Samsung, Nokia, BlackBerry, and LG, and a wide variety of cell phone accessories to choose from. Need a new TV? Check us first. We have the lowest prices from 24-inch to 60-inch and surround sound systems to make you feel like you're in the movie theaters. And remember, we also have watches for men and women. Nobody beats Sahid Electronics and Accessories. We'll help you take home tomorrow today.
When it comes to your health, being uninsured is never an option. Listen to some sound advice. Nagico's Nagicare is one of the best medical insurance plans your money can buy. We offer you solutions to medical coverage benefits tailor-made to your budget and preferences, so that the next time you visit a doctor, you can rest assured that we've got you covered. Visit our website, nagico.com, or contact a Nagico office or agent near you. Nagico Insurances. We've got you covered.
Talk is on sale at Lime. Talk XL for 5 minutes and get the next 25 free on Lime calls. That's much more than double your credit, and you get it every day. Lime. Value every moment.
Welcome back, guys. In the studio joining us, we have a team that we've been waiting for. It's the BVI Little League Softball, Baseball, Softball,
Softball, yeah.
Baseball / Softball Association.
Their shirts, actually.
Yes. And in the studio with us we have Eddie Brathwaite, who is the president, and Raymond Chichi Fonseca, who is the PRO. So once we get started, Paul?
Well, just very quickly, Carl, we had a text come in while we were off the air, and the comment was in reference to Slevin, and the individual seems to have some insight, and he says that Slevin will be expected to run in the second leg if he is not injured. In other words, if he's 100% fit, Bo Bates will run Slevin in the second leg. He's also said that Bud White is expected to run in the third leg, and that's the same point I was making to you, that the St. Thomas and the Crucians are going to gang up on us, as they always do. So we need to work as a team whenever we're going against them, because they're going to come against us and they're going to come hard.
Who else can we use?
No, we don't need to.
As a team player.
It's just that our two horses just need to work as a team. Once we in Cruise, or anywhere down in the U.S. Virgin Islands, we have to work as a team. Right? But as it happens, I don't think they could bring who they want, because they don't get really up there.
Okay.
So,
but let me ask you a question. Do you see any future for prospecting coming up? And you know he likes those tracks.
Good prospecting?
Yes.
Good prospecting will be dangerous, more dangerous in St. Thomas.
Yeah, St. Thomas
so,
is his track.
let them bring Bud White, because good prospecting is really famous in St. Thomas. So bring Bud White. We want him to come. Let him come.
Very well said. We have some more there?
No, that's all for now.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get on to some.
Baseball softball. Okay, Eddie?
Mr. President.
Yes.
Yes, good evening to the viewing audience. I'm Eddie Brathwaite, President of the BVI Little League.
Go ahead.
Tonight we are really focusing on a registration drive for the upcoming league, which should be beginning somewhere around the 16th to the 26th of February. What we have in plan for registration drive, we are going to bring the team out of St. Thomas, the Edward Hendricks West Little League. They will come here and play 1 or 2 games with the kids over here, and we hope to register as many kids as possible during that time for the upcoming 2013 season.
Okay, so you say out of St. Thomas you have a Little League team.
Yeah.
Are they like a championship team or just a club?
No, just a regular team.
And they're going to be playing some of our players?
Yes. An all-star team from the BVI.
Okay.
Well, not really an all-star team, you see, per se. Just said some of the kids. We just be playing some of the kids that we participate.
What age group are we looking at?
9 to 12.
9 to 12. And this is going to be what day?
On Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
16th.
Not this one. Not this Saturday. Coming the following one.
16th of February?
No, that's the tournament.
That's for the
tournament. Oh, I see. The fun day.
That's for the 16th is the regular league.
Right.
Next weekend is the fun day registration drive.
So now you're looking for a drive for this league that's coming up.
Right.
Yes, we're looking for players.
So guys, if you're just joining us, we're here with the BVI Little League Softball / Baseball / Softball Association, and they're going to have a drive coming up on next Saturday. Next Saturday, and between the ages of 9 to 12, they're looking for both boys and girls?
Boys and girls, yeah.
Boys and girls who are interested in playing in baseball?
Baseball, yeah, they say baseball.
Well, the girls, they do softball.
Okay, the girls are playing softball.
Yeah.
The same age group?
Same age group.
But this year we're really concentrating on the boys baseball.
Yeah.
Okay, so if young parents with young kids who are interested in playing baseball, this is the association that you need to link up with. Like I said, they have a drive that's coming up next Saturday, and they're looking for you guys to come out and sign up your kids. The league is going to start on the 16th to the 25th of February, which is next month.
Yes.
16th of February.
Next month?
Yeah.
Yes, next month.
That's correct. Yeah.
So they're looking for your participation. Now, Mr. President, anything else you wanted to add?
Well, you have to bring the copy of the board certificate, and the registration fees are $20. Each additional child will be 15.
15, okay.
Yes.
Now just to confirm, the fun day is on the 26th of January?
Yes.
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 That's correct.
That's correct.
That's right.
Good.
And they also added that for verification, they would like you to walk with a birth certificate or passport, right?
Yes.
And a registration fee is $20?
Yes.
$20 for the first child. If there's a family with more than one, then we go $15 and additional child in the house.
Right. So presently, let's get an idea. You guys are already working with the younger males to try and get them up to level, because I know Terry Shinry works with some of the older guys in baseball. He has a couple that have gone on to, to play. Well, they're trying to get them in for college, what have you. So really what you guys are doing is developing the next generation. Would that be correct, Mr. President?
Well, we are sanctioned by the league headquarters in Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Right.
We are chartered by them to participate in their program. Their program consists of 2.5 million kids internationally.
Right.
That's the program we are part of.
Mm-hmm. But you haven't answered my question as far as in the BVI with the youngsters here. You are chartered. What's happening here locally here in Tortola?
Yeah, basically what's going on so far since you guys have been.
Well, before you tell me what's going on, the link between the youngsters you have here and Terry having the older boys, are you guys generating the next generation of baseball players?
Well, Mr. Scenery, he works for the government. Okay, so he does an after-school program with baseball.
Correct.
Not Little League, sorry.
Right.
Baseball for
But he works
kids,
with older guys.
Well, our program, when you get on full running, full blow, it'll be from age 4 to 18.
Correct.
Right. So you'd have
a system. He has his own little system going, and he has a few guys,
right,
which we have away.
Right.
But we are more, trying to get everything holistic for us.
Right.
So so right now we're just starting. So we just right now taking the 9 to 12 age group for this year.
What has been done so far? I mean, I know last year we've been talking to you guys. You've been instrumental in trying to get fields and stuff ready and stuff like that. What has been done since then for the Valley League?
Well, we got the field and together. Basically, the field and together is almost there, as in finishing up. Okay, we can hold a game there, official game there, but it's missing a few things like the dugouts and little stuff like that. But we have a problem right now in Tortola with the fields. But I think that's basically a change of administration with Mr. Barry. Mm-hmm. So I think when they get fully on board and going, we'll be able to talk to them and to see if we can get 2 fields, one in Seacoast Bay and one in Rotown.
And what about Virgin Gorda just on that?
Okay, Virgin Gorda basically has a lot of problems right now with finding an area to play. We're about to start that dialogue with the Beaver Investment Club. They have a big open park there next to the ferry down. Trying to see if they can allow us to have the kids practice there for the meantime. But they have a big battle in their hand right now.
But I know they're loaded when it comes to baseball. They have a lot of kids over there that was active in baseball before.
Right.
So have you guys actually?
Well, we have Mr. Vanderpool, Michael Vanderpool, and Mr. Reds.
Red, yes.
And I think they do a wonderful job over there because we are on our fun day in Adiada a few months ago. They brought over the 12 team, and it was and they played well. For the short time they were walking over those guys. So yes, they have the players there, but again the field right now, their biggest challenge is the field. So we're trying to get that sorted out.
Now folks, if you're just joining us, we're in a conversation with the BVI League Baseball Softball Association. If you want to join us in the conversation, our numbers to call are on the screen. It's 541-6708 if you want to call us, and 541-6709 if you want to text us. And we're live on JTV on our internet. It's www.jtvlive.net.
That's correct.
That's net. And we're in conversations. If you guys want to join us, any questions that you want to ask, like I said, these folks are trying to do a registration drive for the league that they have. It's up and coming. Kids between the age of 9 to 12.
9 to 12.
On January 26th, which is next Saturday.
Next Saturday, beginning at 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
until...
Right, and we'll have 9 until 4 o'clock. The team is going to leave on the 4 o'clock boat. So we're going to have some fundraisers there too, like drinks and eats there for us to sell and make some change along the way.
And they're also stressing that if you want to sign up your kids, you have to walk with the birth certificate or passport, a copy of the birth certificate or passport, so they can get them sorted. And the registration fee for your first child will be $20. If you have more than one child that's registering, and the second child will be $15. Okay. Okay, Mr. Eddie, any problems that you guys been facing so far with your programs?
Well, from the onset it has been problems, but some things you don't really want to air because it could come to be kind of embarrassing. But I have been working in the league program in the U.S. Virgin Islands for the past 25, 30 years. And this is the hardest program
to get started. What are some of the challenges that you're facing? If you don't want to go too in depth, just surface challenges. As far as getting kids, is that a problem? Getting the kids out?
Yes. Well, on Tortola.
On Tortola.
Yes, huge problem.
What is it? Transportation?
I wish it was.
Registration? Are you guys going through the schools? How are you guys trying to reach out?
Well, what we're experiencing right now with the parents and the kids, there's a little confusion thing going on between us, okay? It's a thing whereas Mr. Chinnery has been working with the kids over the past, maybe, I don't know how long he's been working here. And for some reason, the parents or even some of the kids think that whatever Mr. Chinnery says or advocates, that's written in stone.
So have you guys ever had the opportunity of dialoguing and trying to come together to see if you can make a resolution to that situation?
Well, that was our initial...
Because I know you mentioned that last time you were here. Any luck to that?
That's maybe an idea. I would recommend that you do that you try and get dialogue again.
That we do it again, then you say it again.
I recommend that strongly.
Again, you say it again.
I would recommend strongly to do it again. That is what
So let me ask you, how many times more?
Well, sometimes they say 7 times 7, they say in the Bible. But I would suggest one more might be, I think one more might be.
But like you mentioned, Chichi, I think there's a shift in the administration and stuff, and things are going to be coming on stream. So I think now would be the best time to make that approach.
We are new. We're still new, right? The fact is that we are new, right? Now, Williams Poll calls for a lot of administration process, basically. I believe at the end of the day, when the parents then realize that, okay, what we are trying to do for the entire British Virgin kids, not just a little handful. We're trying to involve the whole entire British Virgin Islands. As Mr. Paddy said earlier, we already went to Virgin Gala. They have the kids, the program running. And the Gala has mostly the girls. Just Van Dyke has mostly girls. Now you might see Slash and you Slash softball. Now we have no intention at all of interfering with the Softball Association.
Right.
I don't think any of our members and our club have time to even think about it. Softball simply means that it's part of the
girls program.
The program from Little League Williamsport is part of the program. So we cannot be here in the BVI running a half program. And actually we are right now, because of that, we are about to bring a team from Just Van Dyke to enter the regular softball girls, this year females. So we're more, I would say, a help to the Softball Association than a negative. But again, to everybody out there, we don't have no interest.
It's people's perception, and I think if you're going to change the perception of individuals, you have to work from the top. So it means that the president has to get together with maybe the powers that be and discuss it, and when it can be solved from the top, then it can be solved.
What you mentioned is already in process,
Yeah, it is?
Yes, it's in
we
process.
haven't left no stone unturned. Everything is...
We've done all the right things so far.
Before we go into the break, one question I really wanted to ask: what direction, based on the information that you guys have and the league that you have, how far can one go with BVI league?
To the pros.
Well, at the end of our program, college scholarships, that's the end of the line.
Yeah, that's scholarship.
Or some of the kids could be drafted before.
Once you start from that age group.
Yes.
You go straight through.
Right.
And you guys will be there to follow them straight through.
Of course.
Sounds good. Listen, we have coming up next the big B-54 bomber and a man that habla español. So we don't want to miss them. So listen, we're going to take a pause for a call. Stick and stay. We'll be right back. Sports Desk, I'm Paul the Ball here with the main man, Carlos Catley. We'll be right back.
Okay. Effort is the greatest adversary of all. Some people confront it to become champions. Some to lose weight. Some to go down in history. history. Some to make their mothers proud. Some to feel part of something. Whatever medal you're striving to win, effort will always be the main adversary to beat. New Formula Gatorade, with no artificial colorings and sweeteners, helps you overcome effort. Gatorade works naturally.
Gatorade is distributed in the BVI by Road Town Wholesale.
Gatorade Lab Test 01.
Talk is on sale at Lime. Talk XL for 5 minutes and get the next 25 free on Lime calls. That's much more than double your credit, and you get it every day. Lime, value every moment.
Speedies, the ultimate way to travel in and around the Virgin Islands. We offer daily ferry services between Virgin Gorda and Tortola and St. Thomas on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Speedies also offer 3 daily services from Trellis Bay, Beef Island, including a 10:30 p.m. convenient late run from Virgin Gorda. Explore paradise in Virgin Gorda with car rentals, deep sea fishing, private charters, and taxi services with free pickup offer. Don't settle for anything less. When thinking of travel in the Virgin Islands by land or sea, think Speedies, full air-conditioned cabins, and a well-stocked bar. For more information, call 495-5235 or 495-5204.
When it comes to your health, being uninsured is never an option. Listen to some sound advice. Nagico's Nagicare is one of the best medical insurance plans your money can buy. We offer you solutions to medical coverage benefits tailor-made to your budget and preferences, so that the next time you visit a doctor, you can rest assured that we've got you covered. Visit our website, nagico.com, or contact a Nagico office or agent near you. Nagico Insurances. We've got you covered.
For many, investing in a computer is a family affair, and we want to make sure that everyone is happy. Look for the place with dependable name brands you know and all the accessories you need to go. Let me introduce you to Sahid Electronics and Accessories, located in Road Town, Tortola. We have the latest in laptop computers, cell phones from Sony, Motorola, Samsung, Nokia, BlackBerry, and LG, and a wide variety of cell phone accessories to choose from. Need a new TV? Check us first. We have the lowest prices from 24-inch to 60-inch and surround sound systems to make you feel like you're in the movie theaters. And remember, we also have watches for men and women. Nobody beats Sahid Electronics and Accessories. We'll help you take home tomorrow today.
I'm Kirk Adams, singer, songwriter, producer. Communication is key for me, so I depend on my Lime service to help me make it happen. My Lime BVI value plan gives me unlimited local calls to Lime mobile and landlines, 2,000 minutes to call third-party networks on island, 250 megabytes of 4G data. Plus, I get 650 minutes to call USA, Canada, USVI, Puerto Rico, and UK landlines. The all-new BVI value plan for just $99 per month. Sign up today and unlock additional savings on your choice of select superhero handsets from the BVI's leading 4G network. Lime. Value every moment.
If you're repping the VI, let them know it's not a game.
Welcome back, guys, to Sports Desk. Joining us, we have the big B-52 bomber. You said, Paul,
we seem to have a little problem here on the phone. Sorry, my apologies here. I don't know that. Mr. Producer, Okay, there we go. Got it, Mr. Producer.
Yes, as
the
I was-
B-54 bomber, the biggest bomber of them all.
Okay.
Obviously, you haven't been to a lot of softball games
Yes,
and
I
you
have,
almost
I have.
commentated.
I have.
But I've been to quite a few.
Yes, so you want to do the introduction?
Well, but they don't get any bigger than this. The B-54 bomber, Cato Christopher, along with him is Giovanni.
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 Fernandez. Fernandez.
I know it's Fernandez. I'm just trying to get the pronunciation of his first name first. But it's Giovanni, is it? Giovanni Fernandez. And Giovanni Fernandez is part of the association, but he also knows a lot of Spanish, correct?
Yes.
And that is very useful because that means we're going to get the Latinos right back in there.
Yes.
All the excitement of the Latinos.
No, I just happened to got some information at hand, and from what I'm seeing here so far, we were part of 12 countries in the Little League baseball era, and I think the first time we were in there was in 2003. And the last time it was in there was 2004, so we had 2 years back to back.
That's not Williams Sports.
Yes, it is.
Because we were involved with Williams Sports.
Yes, it is.
Don't let Derry Majura hear you. He'll tear you apart.
Okay.
We were involved with Williams Sports long before in the 1980s and in fact in the late 70s. Derry Majura we were part of Williams Sports. But then it died.
Exactly. And it has died again.
So in recent years, these are the guys that have brought it back.
It has died again now.
But don't say this is the first time because Derry will call in and
Hear what I'm saying?
So Derry, I got your back.
From what I'm seeing here, it has died again because 2004 was the last time. So 2004 to present, we have no showing. And like I said, we've been part of 12 countries, which is Aruba, Bahamas, Bermuda, Bonaire, Cayman Islands, Curacao, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, and St. Martin. U.S. Virgin Islands was also there. And from my understanding, we were doing pretty good in those 2 years. We were even getting better from the information that I had. So what happened?
Well, we just need to have consistency. We need to. What I like about these guys is that they're in there. They're trying to get the job done. They've had a lot of adversity. And sometimes adversity makes you stronger and helps you to win, the ones that really want to win. So I have no problem with that. Let's see them win now. And they have the ability, they got the B-54 bomber, they shouldn't lose.
And while we were off air, we had a text.
Okay, well, I thought we were going to introduce the guys. So did you guys get a chance to say hello to the crowd, Cato Christopher?
Well, have a good evening to all the sporting fans. Everybody know me, I'm Cato.
And Giovanni Fernandez.
Buenas noches, la comunidad latinas. Mi nombre es Giovanni Fernández. Estamos respeto al programas de la pequeña liga que estamos trabajando bien duro. Anegada, Boyingara, Jos Banday y Tortola para echar para adelante esa liga.
Let me translate that.
I was about to do so you go first.
I was going to translate it, and Carl broke my thread. So he said, good evening one and all. My name is Johan Fernandez. I want to say a special good evening to all of the Spanish contingent from Jos Van Dyke and Virgin Gorda. Jos Van Dyke. I'm happy to be here this evening.
It has been working?
Yes. Okay, good.
Yeah, so he passed the test.
Thank you. I got a C. C plus?
Yes. So you got a little better.
Okay. We had a text come in while we were off the air. We have a lot of texts coming while we were off the air. And we said, good evening, Carl and Paul and guests, which is Giovanni and of course Cato. Inquiring minds like mine is waiting for an answer to Paul's question. I'm not too sure which question that he was referring to, but Cato, do you know what question he was referring to? Anybody have any idea?
I think it was whether those guys had conversation with the other party.
With the government, you mean? With who? With whom?
But
I don't know.
They can ask again.
Yes, clear because it wasn't quite clear. Maybe you want to clear it up a bit and be more specific.
No, but we have the guys in there. You guys wanted to add some more information.
Yeah, go on, Cato, yes.
Well, as those guys were mentioning earlier, our fundraiser next week, Saturday, I think is going to be a great thing because St. Thomas is coming over and those guys been playing some of the best balls around the Caribbean. The last couple of years they lost to Aruba and Curacao to go to the Little League World Series in Pennsylvania. So I think for our guys, our kids, that's a really good start, to give them some real good competition so we can see where we need to go.
Okay, another text came in, not the one that I think Carl is looking for, but this one says, "We the youth in Anegada love you all. You guys are the real deal." Of course, it's referring to Raymond Chichi Fonseca, and of course Eddie Rathwaite, and to Johanny Fernandez, and the big bomb of them all, Kato Christopher. So guys, I love you guys in Anegada.
Seem like you've been doing a lot of work. What's that all about? Well, we've been over there almost every Sunday.
I thought it's something
for the past.
It's not a girl sending that over or something.
But Anegada, we'd like to thank you because you know that you're tuning to us now, so we'd like to thank you. Virgin God, we want to hear from you also, Jos van Dyke. We want to hear from you guys. I know these guys have been doing some hard work. We want to hear some of the results that they've been doing so far. They've been facing some challenges, and hopefully those challenges will come to an end. So to speak, I
like my host. I love my host.
No, Mr. Fernandez. Is Hernandez or Fernandez?
It's Fernandez.
I think you want to reach some of our Latin community. How would you go about doing that?
Any message about
Bueno,
what has been going on so far? Yeah.
Para la comunidad latina aquí en Tortola yo estoy bien de acuerdo. Nosotros estamos haciendo un trabajo. Espero que los padres nos apoyen a nosotros con los muchachos. El 26 de febrero, el 16 de febrero vamos a abrir las inscripciones de los muchachos otra vez para el torneo en Buenos Aires, que va a ser en junio o julio, de la edad de los muchachos de 9 a 12 años. Queremos tener todos los muchachos bien preparados, un equipo, una selección para ir a Bonea.
Right, I'm going to let Carl translate this one.
I like how you put that. I know the last part you said is that there's a tournament supposed to be going on in Bonaire.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right,
So after February, there's something going on sometime in June or July. Yes, and I guess it's from one step to the other.
He's just promoting the events that are coming. But the important thing is that our Latino friends, we hope they're listening and they're getting the information. So we're back to Kato. Kato was making a point before, and then we lost him there because I think Carl and I kind of took over with the texts as they were coming in. Tell us a bit about how the training has been going for you guys and your build up, and of course you're going to tell us about this great connection in Anegada as well.
Well, it's been difficult to get the kids on the field. I'm not sure what the reason for that, but I think after Saturday, next week Saturday, I think a lot of the parents will really grasp what we are trying to do and bring their children out, because we have thousands of children in the BVI and we don't really see them doing anything. So we want to get all of them from age 4 eventually to 18.
Right.
But our focus this year is basically in 9 to 12.
Okay. And I think that's a good age group to start with. I think 9 to 12 is a healthy way to start and to move forward and to build from there, because what you want to get is a strong foundation. So if you try to go too wide too soon, it could also be a challenge. 9 to 12 is a very good start. So I think I agree with that. We got another text coming in, and maybe I can just cheat a bit here and take this text. And it says, the question. The question was in reference to the link between
Chinnery.
Well, he says Chino is doing with the older guys and the link between the association and everything means Chino, and the link between the association and what they are doing with the younger ones, something to that effect. Right, there you go. Yeah, that's good to me clarify that. See, because I made the point that that Chino has been working with clearly with the older softball players, but if you look and baseball players, well, in particular the older, let me correct that, in particular the older baseball players. He's worked with some softball players, but predominantly he's been working with the females. He has a very large stock and rich stock of female girls. what I saw here from you're saying that your tournament is from 9 to 12 age group,
Yes.
and I'm suggesting that's a really good place for you to start, and that could complement what Terry is doing with the older guys, and eventually you'll acquire your own population, just like a track. When we go to do track, all the kids don't work with one coach. They don't have to be one coach, but everybody works on the same track.
And compete.
Right. So you know.
So if basically if Shino is working with a younger group, and they have a younger group, we can combine both of them, have a competition just to see if
Correct.
national.
They can play against each other, and and also if they predominantly have the younger ones, right? Their younger ones can also link over with some of Terry's older guys who are probably
graduate into something.
But you
have to understand, these guys also said that they work from 4 to 18, which would be
that is the objective. That is the objective.
Yes,
but that's long term.
But let's
but we're answering the question. Sorry, Carl and I answering the question here. Kato, you give us your don't worry about Carl and I. You
go ahead.
Well, actually, what Terry is doing is a very good job, and one of the things that we faced with the older players, there is not a regulation size field that can accommodate especially games. So what we are seeing is just practice actually. We haven't been seeing any games. And we're hoping that maybe in the very near future, Greenland Field can be utilized for that.
Right.
Playing the children over, from 13 and over.
Okay. Right. We'll probably be almost coming to the end, but
okay.
If you wanted to add some more.
Well, I mean, I don't want to steal any of your thunder, so you want to remind the folks again about the upcoming Fun Day and then also about the league. You can say it in English, and Fernandez, you say it in Spanish. So
okay.
you go first.
Okay, on next Saturday, that's the 26th, we're having a big registration drive. We're bringing a team from Elval Hendricks Little League West, that's in St. Thomas, to display a little bit of their ability against what we have, so we can have a measuring stick to see where we need to go. And at the same day, we be raising funds, so bring a couple cents in your pocket. We have some nice refreshments, great food, and we're hoping to have players from Just Van Dyke, Virgin Gorda, Anegada, and just a great day.
I'm going to steal a bit of your thunder there. We have a caller coming through. Good evening, Sports Desk. Go ahead, please.
Good night, and the guys.
Good night. Thank you for calling.
Like that, the sick K2 and the other are not there. They put the kid.
Fernandez, yes.
Yes, and I would like to see we should have it up with them to make the team stronger and not weaker. You know, as we as people, we need to get together. That's just great, man. But I have to pick up people, you know, and Chichi, you know, for having this group together, you know, trying to get something done with the young person baseball. And I think baseball is where to make a lot of difference in our young men, you know, and that is taking it to and that is a big skill in the future. I mean, we can carry a lot of sports over there. You know, so I have to keep it up, and that's where I enjoy in watching guys who retire in playing sports getting involved. That's who get involved and keep doing just like what I like people do and the other stuff.
Fernandez.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Of course, that's my main man there, Jojak from the other side. So Jojak, thank you for calling in. I'm sure you don't mind me calling your name. Nelson Hull, he's known, but to all of us, we know him fondly as Jojak, and he's the main man there. So certainly, you know, Jojak is not afraid to throw punches. Right. And so he says he wants to see one big team, and we certainly appreciate that. So we're going to ask Fernandez to talk about the upcoming event in Spanish.
Muchas gracias por esa llamada, esa persona que llamó. Muchísimas gracias por apoyarnos. La comunidad latina, el otro sábado, si Dios quiere, 26 de enero, viene un equipo de la parte este de San Tomás a jugar aquí. Necesitamos apoyo. Espero que la gente anegada, Boyingara, Jos Van Dyke nos apoye en en ese programa que vamos a tener béisbol para los muchachos de 9 a 12 años. Gracias.
Okay. Now, Cato, tell us about the league now coming up on the 26th to the 30th of January.
16th to
16th to the 25th of February.
Yeah, we have a proposed date of February 16th to start our regular league, which would actually comprise of 5 to 6 teams. We're looking at the 16th, but it's nothing in concrete because we know that's Valentine weekend. So if we can't get it off on the 16th, definitely the following weekend we'll be going. But
where would this be played?
That would be a Saturday at the Old Recreation Grounds.
Okay.
Yeah, this is GM Field.
GM Field. Not yet. Don't jump the gun. Fernandez?
Yes,
same thing.
Information
information in Spanish about the upcoming league.
16th and 25th.
From the 16th to 25th.
El 26 de enero ahora vamos a tener la liga. Viene San Tomás, lo repito otra vez. Queremos apoyo, que nos apoye de 9 a 12 años. Queremos apoyo de todo el mundo. Gracias.
For a while I thought he was talking about chicken. I'll let you wrap up, Paul.
Guys, it's been a pleasure having you on. Anyone that's progressive, certainly we invite only progressive people on our show, and it's all about progressive sports. Certainly, if you guys didn't want the best for the Virgin Islands, you wouldn't be here today, and that's what I can see. That's what your hearts are in the right place, and I think once your hearts are in the right place, things will work out for you in the long run. It's been a pleasure to have you here this evening, and we look forward to coming down on the 26th of January for that fun day, and we will encourage youngsters to come out and take part. The venue for that will be
the Old Recreation Ground,
the Old Recreation Ground,
GM Field,
which will be, we're told it's going to be getting a name very soon. And also, there's another information that the PRO is trying to get across to you. Did you pick it up? The PRO is asking you to make one last point before we close.
Pictures. Oh.
Right. Well, this is we can't have it dead. This is television.
But guys, once again, I'd like to thank you gentlemen for coming through. I know you guys are passionate about getting this stuff started. I wish you guys all the luck in it. Like Paul said, we're going to try to come through just to see what's going on. Wish you guys the best of luck. And for the youngsters, try baseball. If you can't play basketball, baseball is always a sport. Any size, creed, or color. And once again, this has been another edition.
So until next week,
be a good sportsman.
Effort is the greatest adversary of all. Some people confront it to become champions. Some